Ugh, there's too much light.
My blessed mess forsaken! These fairy tales are lost, waves of dark, dry a lifeless dream. I'm bleak, I'll craft them dark to make them grim. That's my hallmark. My guts fill up with pretty tales. Their prissy cuteness never fails to make me puke, to lose my wit, to knock my teeth and give me fits. Out the rancid, stale and foul, despise the happy ending. Gross and nasty make me howl, though they may be offending. I hear true tales of light, of fear and woe, bring back the light. I ain't dumb luck, a door up tuck. My humble goal is to
Here's a poser. How does Little Red Riding Hood, a disobedient child with eyesight poor as her judgment, escape mutilation from her confrontation with the most feared and hated creature of the forest? She wouldn't, of course, but don't tell the brothers Grimm. The story begins with a standard mother-daughter conflict. Mother gives daughter detailed instructions and advice, which daughter immediately ignores. Is there a moral here?
Little Red Riding Hood, take these cakes and bottle of wine to your grandmother. She's very ill and weak. Don't stray from the path or talk to anyone on the way.
With pleasure, Mother. I'll do just as you say.
The forest is home to many animals, and not all are fit for pets or food.
What delightful and cuddly creatures. I could eat them all up.
Good morning, Little Red Riding Hood. Where are you headed this beautiful day?
To visit my grandma, sir, under the 3 big oak trees.
An excellent destination, my dear. Enjoy your journey. Take your time.
What a happy thought. I'll collect a butterfly or two and some flowers. Granny will be grateful.
What a credulous ninny. The wolf's already selected Granny for his entree. While she dawdles, he's on his way to the 3 Oaks.
Granny loves flowers. I'll pick a few. She won't even notice if I'm a bit late.
Having previously demonstrated the acuity, if not the temperament, of a rock, no one should be surprised that Red Riding Hood is outmaneuvered by the wolf when she arrives at her granny's.
Come in, little...
Come in, Little Red Riding Hood, and bring the cake and wine. However, did she know what I brought? She sounds as though she's very ill. My Granny, I never noticed how big your mouth is. And your grooming. You look nearly wild.
Appearances are deceiving, my dear. Sometimes.
Her cries for mercy were in vain, of course. Mercy was not in the wolf's nature.
Little Red Riding Hood joined her granny in the dark.
I've heard of a room for 2, but this verges on the incredible. All wolves and pythons have more in common than I imagined.
Granny? I wonder where you'd got to. I brought cakes and wine. There was a wolf in your bed. What is that smell?
Unless I very much miss my guess, my dear, we're in the belly of the beast.
Surely not. It stinks worse than our privy.
But it's a bit cleaner.
That looks like Mrs. Schmidt's arm. Very distinctive tattoo.
In perhaps the most far-fetched rescue ever, a lumberjack with an expert sense of lupine anatomy passes by. This worthy naturalist, noting the wolf's belly is dangerously distended, relieves the creature's distress with his scalpel-sharp axe and simultaneously saves both women from the wolf's digestive juices.
Well, isn't that amazing? What were you two up to in there, anyway?
Very little. It was quite dark. My ears hurt. The wolf gobbled us up.
You can't blame a creature for being hungry. I sewed him up and let him go. I'm sure he's learned a lesson.
Really? What do you think of that, Grandma?
We'll eat the cakes and drink the wine after I take a hot bath.
The wolf learned a lesson, all right. They've all got rocks in their heads. What a crock! I mean, what kind of parent sends a child into the woods alone? What child mistakes a savage wolf for her beloved grandma? And nobody dies? If you'd like to add a bit of flavor and spice to this tasteless, if happy meal, play on. Once there was a way to get back home again. But not anymore. A simple stroll in the woods can be a walk on the wild side. Tell me that's not a good thing. I'll say you're wrong. Mother sends Little Red Riding Hood to tend her aged granny and implores the child not to dawdle along the way. Isn't that precious? I hate it. Let's fix it. Make it stinky. Let's move. Hardly cryptic. Grimm's smelly now. Don't delay, but stomp away! Romp and stomp! Grimm's now! Make it foul! Stomp it good!
That's disgusting.
Romp and stomp! We're off to see Granny. If we're lucky, she'll expire before we get there. Make it gross. Let's move! Now who's smelly? Gross. Butt stomp it! Stomp it! encounters a wolf in the deep, dark woods. No wonder she's not afraid. I have cats that look meaner and more dangerous. Make it nasty. Now I'm rotten. Now who's nasty? Stomp it! Stomp it! Grimm's that's our secret town. No more. Good water. Now who's it? Liquids have drowned my sorrows, but this is ridiculous. Stomping good! That's my kind of wabbit. The wolf races to Grandma's, while Little Red Riding Hood, the thoughtless twit, picks flowers. I'd like to see Granny get that chomp, and Red deserves some grief for her behavior. Make it foul. Let's move! Looking for something? Oh, found it! Now I'm smelly! Now I'm stinky. chomping, stomping, but kicking good. The only flowers that don't make me nauseous are dead ones. Little Red Riding Hood arrives at Grandmother's house in the ninny makes it to Granny's, but is she in time? Oh, I certainly hope not. Make it gross. Let's move! Now I'm smelly. Now who's stinky? Rompin', stompin', butt kicking good. Grimm's foul. Now. Now I'm foul. Chomp and stomp. Now I have another. Chomp and stomp. things amiss, but not nearly amiss enough for me. Cease the charade, wolf. Make it disgusting.
Romping, stomping, butt kicking good.
Let's move. The belly of the beast.
Ugh, even this dismal stinkhole needs some refurbishing. Stop enjoying the digestive juices.
Make it
Smelly. Stomp it!
I'm stinky. Make it gross.
Stomp it good!
Foul.
Ow! Undone by water! Ignominious defeat! Don't delay, but stomp away! Don't delay, but stomp away!
Oh, bother. Here comes the pesky woodsman to rescue the idiots from their demise.
Come on, friend, let them digest a little longer, eh?
Make it rotten. Hardly cryptic.
Romping, stomping, butt kicking good! Butt stomping! By water! Ignominious defeat!
another secret. Chomp and stomp. Stomp it. Now I'm nasty. Stomp it good.
Little Red Riding Hood and Grandma are rescued by a woodsman.
Ah, everything good has to end. I'd hoped they'd melt away in there. As it is, the woodsman has salvaged their worthless hides. Now they'll want revenge. Well, let's make sure it's painful. Make it foul. Do it now! Grimm's smelly now. Grimm's stinky. Wow. Clandestine as a cockroach on toast. Now I'm loose. Stomp it good. The wolf gets the shaft. Not really fair, is it? The beast was only doing what came naturally, but if he's going to die, let's make sure it's gruesome. Make it disgusting. Grim secret found. Rotten.
butt stomp away! Don't delay! Butt stomp away! Romp and stomp! Dust to dust, ashes to ashes, to his final reward, the old wolf dashes. That really showed them. Now that we've made these tasty revisions, the story bears a passing resemblance to a decent tale. I mean, when a big bad wolf meets a young girl alone in the woods, what are the chances that she would escape their meeting without violence? No. There's no happily ever after here. Someone or something had to die. Changes had to be made, you see. No choice, really.
Red, you lazy slut. Go see if the old bag's ready for the worms. If she's still kicking, steal some eggs or a piece of cheese. Don't dally! I'm starving.
Come closer, my pretty doll. Small birds make tasty treats.
This one has a metallic aftertaste. You wouldn't like it.
I'll see you again.
Not if I see you first, and my granny has a gun!
Oh, going to Granny's, are we? Well, I'll make sure to avoid that repulsive hovel.
Granny demands flowers, improves the smell of her place. She never asks where or how I get them.
Oh, I'm nearly ill. I ate so much. Oh, Granny wasn't even that good. Ugh. But there's always room for dessert.
Granny, you look terrible, if you don't mind me saying.
But I'm pretty on the inside.
Don't get me, please! Granny, do you have your toad stabber?
It's still in my apron, damn it, Blast. We could have slit his gut and rolled our sorry butts out of here.
What about the back door? Do you have any matches? That gas leak looks promising.
Smell good, too. Alas, I've got nothing but my birthday suit.
The wolf, inebriated and helpless from his recent meal, was set upon by a half-crazed bounty hunter who'd been tracking him for weeks. Only by chance did Granny and Red Riding Hood escape the blade of his fearsome axe. They tumbled out of his belly, stinking, but allegedly no worse for wear.
Granny, the woods are nasty and wild. You should move to the village.
I'd have to see your mother too often. No, thank you. And the woods are safer now.
But there are still big bad wolves, and maybe you won't be so lucky next time.
Worse things have happened. You might miss me. Nobody else would. Now I'll die another day.
They might have survived. I doubt it. In the French version, Perrault says they both got gobbled up and digested. It warms the heart and other parts when all the creatures in a tale get what they deserve. May all our stories end so well. Until next time. This incredible tale of Beauty and her Beast would earn my highest recommendation were it more about bizarre enchantment and less about misguided love. Well, let's deal with it.
The handsome family home is engulfed in flames. A grave cause for alarm, no?
Everything's gone. The books, the furniture, the only portrait of Mama, my favourite stockings.
Surely not the truffles. I haven't had my tea.
Luckily, I'm wearing my new pantaloons, and Father's ships are afloat. I suppose there must be a doubloon or two about.
Good riddance then. And I wasn't that fond of Mama.
Some losses are evidently easier to bear than others.
Oh no, children! My entire fleet has been lost! We have been ruined by fire, misadventure, and pirates!
Father made one ultimately futile attempt to recover a portion of his assets. On his return from the city, and because he couldn't find ice at the North Pole, he becomes hopelessly lost.
These snow creatures are useless know-nothings. But you'd think the blasted horse could find his way home. Perhaps I am the unluckiest man alive.
Hungry, horseless, and cold, he stumbles into a castle. Incredibly, I state with prejudice, it's enchanted, like a summer day, with flowering gardens, food, and surprise.
I'll take a rose to Beauty, my dutiful daughter.
I gave you
Idiot.
shelter. Well
Beast.
observed. I gave you
good God.
shelter.
Mercy!
Shut your bloody pie hole. I gave you shelter from the storm, and you steal my flowers.
But, I could not imagine anyone would mind.
Forget your butts. They will not save you from the death you deserve.
The rose was for my daughter. Please, spare me!
On condition that you give me this precious daughter instead.
If I were cruel enough to buy my own life at her expense, what excuse?
You are cruel enough, and coward too, I observe. Take this gold and bring your daughter back to me post-haste. If you fail to obey, I'll fetch you, and your end will become legend. Now Father returns home with Beauty's rose and his asses loaded with the beast's gold. It appears a bitter ransom.
To save my life, I've promised Beauty to a grotesque beast. He may kill her or subject her to more unspeakable practices.
Ooh, does he have a big...
Fortune, he must be very rich. I'm sure he's not entirely horrible. Beauty, I have a scheme that needs a bit of funding. I wonder...
I'm not totally ready to go, Father.
Father delivers Beauty to the beast, and she's less than terrified. Very interesting. After a cozy tour of the castle, she retires and falls asleep. And dreams.
It's so weird. Like, every night I dream of a really hot prince who says I shouldn't trust appearances. What can it mean?
Oh, brother, what is it about obviously enchanted beasts and castles that she doesn't understand?
At long last. Do you mean to eat me now?
No, Beauty. I've come to ask you to marry me.
Ew, no, beast. I mean, I bet you got a decent personality, but my heart belongs to... well, I mean, like, you're just hideous, okay?
Ah, Beauty, you're so unkind. I fear I'm fated to be miserable all my days.
Well, if it's fated, say la guerre or whatever. Can I go home to see my family? I promise to return.
I cannot refuse you anything, but remember your promise, or you may have cause to repent it. For if you do not come back, I will surely die. Beauty's valet has nice new digs, purchased with the money secured by her attendance on a murderous beast. But no matter, it's joy and cuddles all around.
You must be tired from your journey, Beauty. Perhaps you'd like a nap.
Nap, by all means, long nap. Did you bring more gold?
To sleep, a chance to something or other.
And every night she does dream, but not of the charming prince. Instead, she conjures up an image of the beast dying in his garden.
Oh, better go back to the beast. I may be in his will.
So she falls back asleep and wakes up back in the palace. Nice trick! When she finds the beast, he appears to have expired. He revives after Beauty douses him with water.
Oh, beast, I think I love you.
Can you really love such an ugly creature?
Oh, for sure. We could buy a really neat bag for your head, and the castle is big and there's lots of really nice stuff like.
Will you spend your life with this ferocious beast?
Well, 1 or 2 items in writing, and it's a done deal. Separate bedrooms might be best, and you'll stay out of sight when I have someone over. And don't bother my cat, you'll frighten her to death.
Suddenly the beast disappears, and in his place stands the prince of her dreams. Beauty's the only one who didn't see this coming.
Please consent to be my wife.
Wow, I consent. Do you have any brothers? I should meet my friends. I think they'll really hit it off, you know.
It took courage to redeem her father's pledge, and to rescue the beast from his terrible enchantment. Still, I think she had some misgivings. They're alleged to have lived happily ever after. Double The quantity of puerile pap between the conflagration that began the tale and the premarital transformation with which it ended was enough to choke a hippopotamus. Need a drink to clear your throat? If so, play on. Beauty's house burns down and the family loses everything in it. Oh, it would break my tender heart if I had one. Let's incinerate the whole village.
Make it gross.
Let's move. Now I'm smelly. Now who's stinky? Rompin', stompin', butt-kicking good. Rompin', stompin', butt-kicking good. Burn, baby, burn! Disco Inferno! Just one ship? Let's destroy the whole flotilla. Make it rotten. Grimm's foul now. be good. Water. Looking for something? No. Don't delay! Away! Flee, you coward! Flee! Father's search for his lost fortune was an utter failure. All he found was a cold. Too bad he escaped the pirates. Well, at least we can make it hoary.
Make it gross.
Let's move! Now I'm smelly. Why? Now I'm stinky. Rump and stump.
So depressed.
Grimm's foul. Now. Make it rotten. Romp and stomp! Chomp and stomp! Stomp it good! Does the lupine brain complain? Oh, Yeti again! Don't eat too fast, Wolfie. You'll get cramps. Father wanders up to an enchanted castle. What luck! May whatever he finds inside make short work of him. Make it nasty. Butt stomp it! Secretive as a saint in a brothel. About as useful. But stop it! Don't fence me in. Let's get out of the cold. My pea's starting to freeze. Not only does Father find sweet summer in the middle of a winter storm, a warm meal appears before him. Oh, the power of magic! But he still looks chilled. Make it foul. Let's move! Gross. Now. Stomp it! Stop it! Fire suits him, don't you think? Brings out the red in his eyes. It burns! Rotten. Not so secret now, are you? I'm red-handed by the beast. The punishment for stealing roses? His daughter in exchange for his life. Doesn't seem bothered by the prospect, does he? Let's make him suffer.
Make it disgusting.
Stump! Stop it! Rump and stump! Rump and stomp! Father returns home with riches and bad news. Beauty must go to the beast. Shouldn't she be angry, upset, hurt? I'd be pissed.
Make it rotten.
Let's move.
Hardly cryptic.
Oh no, the filthy man is back.
Grimm's growth now. Now, foul. Stop it! Grimm's nasty now.
So dark.
Is that a smile I see on her father's face? The bastard's just given his daughter to a monster! Let's show him what remorse should be. Make it disgusting. Butt stomp it!
Now I'm repulsive.
Now he looks remorseful, and is roasting quite nicely. And I thought I had a lousy father. Beauty and the Beast together at last. What's happened here? She doesn't seem the least concerned at becoming his next meal. Next thing you know, they'll be rubbing noses. Blech!
Make it rotten.
Let's move!
Smelling.
Grimm stinky now.
Gross. Now. Now's foul. Stomp it good.
That Destine is a cockroach on toast. That's beastly! Look at her run! Oh, you are hideous! Hey! Put it down! I don't want any of your ugly rubbing off on me! Ah! You're repulsive from a distance, too!
Beauty sleeps, dreaming of her family back home. Doesn't she look calm and quiet? That's right, too quiet. Let's give her some nightmares. Make it Disgusting. Ow! Nasty. Stomping good.
I hope she wets the bed. Beauty dreams of her family. This is too cute.
Make it foul.
Let's move.
Now smelly.
Grimm's
Stinky. Now. I'm gross.
Don't delay, but stomp away! You feathering it?
Make it rotten.
But stomp it! Why? Liquids have drowned my sorrows, but this is ridiculous. Hey, matey! Nightmare ahoy!
Wait! Oh, don't come near me! It's the Dark Lord!
Beauty returns home to much forced jollity. I hate such rejoicing. Let's crash this party. Is she dreaming again? A rich fantasy life is a fine thing, but like money, difficult to manage. Make it nasty. Let's move. Grimm's Goose. I'm foul. return to Never Never Land once again. Oh, let there be pirates! Beauty dreams of the dying beast. I say let him pass and leave a desiccated corpse.
Make it Groose. Let's move!
I'm stinky. Rompin', stompin', butt kicking good. Now I'm foul. Why? Rompin', stompin', butt kicking good. Chomp and stomp. Make it nasty. Now who's rotten? You incompetent! Looking for something? No, found it. Ha ha! Romp and stomp. I thought that might wake her up. Beauty has an intrusive pang of conscience and decides to return before the beast dies. Bah! I already see where this is going, and I don't like it. Make it repulsive. Let's move. Disgusting. Stomp it! She finds a prince hidden inside that beastly exterior. I think I liked him better before. Let's sour this before it becomes too sweet. Another wedding? Must there always be a wedding? Arg! Arg! Did I say arg? Aye, matey. Forget the wedding. Let's set sail. Ahoy! Shiver me timbers. Walk the plank, you pig-legged prig. Hang 'em from the yardarm. Friggin' in the riggin'. Ahoy! I'm off like a bride's nighty. So much for weddings. Oh-ho-ho! Make it vile. Now I'm putrid. Grimm's rancid. Nightmare ahoy! Deprived of its proud status by deliciously malevolent acts of nature and men, Beauty and her family end up more than whole.
Only someone with a well-developed sense of irony would welcome the family's precipitous descent into permanent poverty and deprivation.
Ooh, well, at least we got each other.
That lot of good that will do us. Can I eat you, drink you, read you, wear you on my back? I'll have to ride the pig to church. Even the cat burned down.
And my fleet's destroyed. Damn you, pirates! We might as well be dead. Dead!
Father's skills at the bank or tavern count for nothing. Totally useless in the elements. He suspects the snow creatures are business rivals dressed in ermine.
As long as they confine their depredations to underage workers, it's none of my affair. Perhaps I'll just crouch by the nearest tree and die.
Fear of being consumed by ravenous wolves moved him toward a castle. A more sentient being would recognize this bizarre and unnatural abode as sinister and pass it by.
That was some very nice blood sausage, a bit runny. And the head cheese was tolerable. Perhaps I'll have an orange, or 6. And I'll give this rose to Beauty, if she's washed my shirts and shoveled in the manure. Holy shite! What the hell happened to your face? I mean, don't kill me! Don't eat me! I'm not too young to die! I'm only...
You are a fool and a thief and deserve to die on both counts. But if you bring me this child, Beauty, you may live to be a fool another day. That Beauty would take her father's place on the beast menu without a word of reproach or regret is simply incredible.
Great idea, Father. Beauty's young, probably quite tasty, has no children and no friends, really. Apparently worth a lot of gold.
I'd be a bit sorry to see her go. She makes a decent shepherd's pie.
I'm ready, Father, you mealy-mouthed coward, scoundrel and dumbass. A beast's company, even if short-lived, will be an improvement on this family. May you all contract plague and die horribly.
Now there's a woman I could get next to. So Beauty was delivered up to the ferocious beast. She was terrified, and with good reason.
I needed a change of underwear after I first met you. But you're not so dreadful for a grotesque managing beast. Still, I've been having a most vivid and peculiar dreams.
You've nothing to fear from me. You are my salvation in this wicked world.
And you're mine, evidently. Though they don't deserve it, my family may need my help. I laced their porridge with shards of broken glass when I left. Let me go. I shall return.
I'm not sure that will work for me.
You really don't have a choice. I'm already gone.
Turns out her family was mainly interested in how much beastly gold she could get her hands on before the creature had her for dessert.
Oh, Beauty, you're back, alive. How droll. Did you bring anything good? Gold? Eh? What?
No, brother. I didn't see the need. I thought you'd have expired from stomach problems by now. Pity. I had terrible distress in the lower tract for days, but I finally excreted it.
Me too. I couldn't keep anything down, and there was blood in my stool.
Oh, joy. Thank you, Father. I wasn't a total failure.
Her useless family musings notwithstanding, recurring nightmares eventually pointed her in a different direction.
I've got to go back to the beast. Call me crazy. I can't do any more here.
Thinking she'd lost all claims to the pleasures of the castle, Beauty was frantic. Fortunately, the beast had left some zombie elixir nearby, and she revived him on the spot. Not a minute too soon, I was beginning to stink.
You are rank, but I've smelled worse. I did my father's laundry.
Let's get married.
Why not? I doubt you could do better than me. Put this over your head.
Well, it's not my story after all. Don't blame me for the wedding, but it was a seemly affair. Same species and all, and her family, surely looking for another windfall of gold and movable goods, wasn't even invited. They were sold to the pirates. Serve them right. When enchantment's in the mix, it's sometimes hard to know where one's sympathies sit. Things worked out well for the prince, certainly, but I've always wondered if Beauty was a bit disappointed that she never spent a night with her beast. May all our stories end so well. Until next time.